about that. Sorry, we got cut off. My accountant was calling. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a phone call. All I did was hit red for no. Like, I don't want to pick up. I hit the red and then that was it. That was enough interaction with the phone call that killed the stream. Was the phone. I don't know if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up. Answered call. Where's the voicemail? Voicemail. Yeah. See what they want. I know, 206 likes, I saw that. Well, we start over again. Bouncer! It's so bright out. Everybody likes it early in the morning. They check in. I had a good amount of people this morning for the scenery, and then all day long I'm trolling with this plain flat ocean behind me. Sun beaming in at the camera lens. Really mediocre fishing. It's not very conducive to good numbers. Plus, I never know what YouTube's going to do. I've had some days I didn't think I was going to get anybody instead of a ton of people. Glenn sent me a picture from, I guess from Craig with a whole bunch of coho. There ain't a whole bunch of coho here right now. Nice big ones in Craig, see? Yeah, I bet they did catch something, Craig. We'll get them. Yakutat's the last place to hit. First Craig, then Cross Sound, then Yakutat. Yeah, 200's all right. Let's set the hooks back down. What do you say? Let's put some hooks in. We're back. We're in the zone now. We're in the zone, man. Let's go fish. There. Hopefully we don't get cut off again. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's good, Glenn. I'm glad they let you know they were okay. It's so commonplace, like treating guys bullshit. This way I could read chat and you guys could get a different point of view. Look at the little fishy. The guy there. What a mess, huh? Yellow shirt dad, what's up? Yellow shirt daddy. What's the joke of the day, yellow shirt? Give us a joke. I demand a joke! boy. Tangled it up. Not getting it out there too quick. One. Still don't look right. One. This one's got that. Why do I keep losing at hide and seek? I don't know why. I always hide in the ICU. Oh! Let's try 15 fathoms, you guys. What do you say? We did pretty good over there with whatever we had out. Let's try 15. 10 times 9. 15 fathoms. How do you like that math? Give me that. Hello, butt files! Yeah, 15 fathoms, a good number for back here behind the island. Set it right behind the boat because we're going to be shallow. Bring it closer to the boat. The fish like my boat, apparently. Okay, and the main wire. Can you guys see what I'm doing? You got any idea what's going on here? Just hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Floating Heart, Smurfy! Hey Smurfy, are they tuna fishing yet or what? How many tuna and fish tubs? Holly, love you, Holly. Awesome, baby. Cloths fishermen, we're catching coho salmon, also called silver salmon. Not doing a very good job counting here. What are we about? 3, 4-ish. Better turn the boat so we don't run into the beach. 4-ish. About 5. About 6. Approximately 7. Around 8. Something like 9. Gotta be able to go right into the shallows like this. Go shallow. There we go. Got all set. Sorry about the light. Awful bright. Yeah. We turned the boat just in time. It's getting shallow now. I think we're pointing in the right direction. The light will be better this way. Smurfy says should be today, but haven't seen him on yet. Okay. Well, I hope they come on soon. I want to see the tuna. There we go. So we're using these little teardrop spoons. Coho salmon like them. They call them wobblers because they wobble around a lot. 1, 2, 3. what I'm using, a Gibbs purple flasher, and this black and silver cuttlefish, they call that, the 7-knot commercial hook in there. This is a Lord, or either a Lord Jensen feisty or a Massey or a, what you call it, silver horde feisty. Dude, you're back. I'm still fishing. It changed the point of view. Here's my shark. Woo! Put a thing out there. Hopefully there's some fish hiding out behind the island here. A lot of times I fish pretty far up in the bay this time of year. Uh-oh, mine's tangled. Quit tangling up on everything, mine. Tagline thing, get off. Hook, set, John, and low. Nice, this thing isn't always twisted up around here. Quick twisted. You guys want to see what I got here since we're hanging out back here? There's the weight. It's 50 pounds, see, 50. Then we got a braking strap to a swivel. That goes to our line, which goes to the pulley, which goes to the other pulley, which goes to the reel here, see? And then I got to engage the clutch like this. That hooks the clutch in there. And then I got a valve handle here that opens and closes the hydraulic valve. When I pick it up comes 50 pounds. Up comes 50 pounds. Get out of there, 50 pounds. And out it goes. There it goes. Get it off that. That's my tagline. That's step one. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Look at this. That's one mark. And the line's marked every 9 feet. There's a mark here. See these 2 stoppers? Then we take our swivel, or our snap, I mean. There's our snap. We snap it on there. See? Now that snap is stuck. And on the end of about 9 foot of monofilament leader, we have a spoon. Send that out. And it can't be looking like that. You got to get it out without the hook tangling up. There we go. Send it out. Look in front of the boat. Make sure we're not going to run any little boats over or any big boats run into. That's what that looks like. And then so on. There's another mark, see? So we get our snap here. Put it on the mark. Boom. Send it out. Boom, and then it comes right off that slider there. Here's the next mark, right? We're gonna put 10 of them out like that. Once I get 10 out, I'll show you how it runs out. Not that I'm counting. Is that about 3? 4. Five. I gotta pay attention. Those little tiny boats are hard to see. 7, 8. Stop. 8. Get off of there. Let's go with 9. Okay, so this is what I want to show you. So this is my tagline, right? See how it runs? I got the snap on the tagline, and then see how it goes? It goes out to the end of my pole. That's about a 35-foot pole, I guess. Well, I'm gonna snap that onto the wire here so it can't go. And then I'm gonna let it out. And as I let it out, that snap holds my line and my 50-pound weight, and it naturally takes it out towards the end of the pole, away from the boat. So the one with the float takes it back away from the boat like this, and then the one with the snap on it takes it out to the end of the pole. We got 2 on each side of the boat here. Everybody following along? Wonderful. And yes, every wonderful part of the workplace is in this direction. Nobody's been able to see it today because I've been trolling the opposite way all day. But eventually we'll turn around and troll the other way, probably around sunset. And there you have it. We're trolling. We are trolling now. I think this camera's a lot better if you use the big cameras in the front here like this. There you go. Now the bucket's in the way. Now the bucket's in the way of the shark viewing. Can't see no sharks with the bucket like that. And you're zoomed in somehow. What are you gonna do? Hold still. Trying to get you situated properly here. I don't know where everyone's at. There's no people out here. No other boats. It's like a ghost town. One boat. Some halibut boats around, coming in. Really not much going on. Do we have fish in the box? Did we clean those fish? I don't remember. Yeah, we cleaned them. Patrick! I know you get it, Gary. Oh my goodness. All the lemons. The lemon. Oh, Pacific. Yeah, Kings. Kings is next. They're going to open Kings. It's going to be super exciting, you guys. We're going to go and we're going to try and catch the biggest king salmon possible because we're going to get a quota. We're going to have a personal quota of king salmon to catch. I don't know how many it's going to be. I hope it's a lot. Probably not going to be very many. They might give us 10 or 20. Oh, I hope it's 50. I could make a lot of money if it was 50, but it's not going to be 50. It could be 30. Well, this is pretty slow. You guys can finally see the mountains though. Afternoon, Sylvia. We got one bite. Not what I'm looking for. Maybe I should just keep going up the bay. Let's try and turn it around here. Fleet of boats. There's not really any fleet of boats here, Patrick. There's some hand trollers. They have been going out, but I don't see them. I don't know where they went. They might be further up the bay. I kind of want to go up there because there's some tanner crabs up there. It means I'd have to spend 2 days up there. Really no good reason for it. Maybe I'll go up there during the closure if they close it. I have so million things to do, but I always want to eat crabs. I'd like to figure out where the crabs are. Some guy told me that he said they were in 100 fathoms or something or more. Told me a spot to look for them. Strip steaks. We don't have any strip steaks here. I had some ribeyes that the Holly brought. Some ribeyes. They were kind of thin for my taste, but they were good. They were just cut thin. Yeah, this wasn't what I was hoping to find. I see some charter boats gathering up. Problem is now boats will see me. You know, there's nothing going on anywhere, and they see me, they'll come over here. There's no fish, but they see one commercial boat, they think it's on, they come over here. We're getting some. We're getting some. Getting a bite here and there. I got one pulling on each side. Sorry about the instability. Maybe I can get you a pad to hold you up straight. So I propped you up with this glove a little bit. Seems like the phone's kind of rocking. The waves are making the thing rock up and down. Not just the boat rocking, but also the phone. It's so unstable. That might be better. Thanks for 31, 38 thumbs up and 5 rubies. JK, we're gonna fling some in. Yeah, they're biting. Let's let them have it for a little bit, and then we'll reel them in. I know we got at least 2 on here. Woo! Good friends, hello! They love Claire. Hi there. Yeah, no, not sharks. Those are floats. Those are my bobbers. If I put little tails on them and painted them gray, then even more people would watch. Yeah, they're bobbers for my fishing hooks. I got a lot of hooks out there. Big weights. Big, huge weights. They're like planer boards, they call them. They call them float bags. All the old people call them float bags, and they demand that all the young people call them float bags. We haven't used bags to float our wires back in I don't know how long. I've never even seen it. I've used buoys before, but I guess they used to use bags. I guess they used to have, like, I don't know. Somebody tell me, did they canvas bags, or did you make bags out of sailing cloth back in the days of the schooners when you guys were trolling? We have boards now. These are planer boards. They're float boards. They're not bags. They're most decidedly boards. Not a bag. It's a board. But everyone calls them float bags. Sockeye? Nah, it's little cohos. I got some nice ones. I'm making a little bit of money here. That's, you know, probably shouldn't have left the ocean. I was just kind of looking around to see what's up in here. I do pretty good up in the bay this time of year. Honestly, we're not far enough up in the bay. A lot of times the fish are much further up. We'll go up there though. I want to get the tanner crab that lives up there. I heard there's some tanner crab in a certain spot. I want to try and get them. No liver. Piece of your garage door. That's all it is that insulation. It's that blue foam insulation. And then it's got some brass hardware on it that's really expensive. Sorry, it's so slow. It's so slow. Hello, Barb. Yeah. Well, the landscape's cut off now because we're going to troll north again. Those two big boats are going out to meet the cruise ship. And then they meet up with the cruise ship and tie up alongside of it or something. And they let the people out on it, onto the smaller boats. And then they take the smaller boat closer to the glacier. There's a glacier at the top of the bay. Oh, an October cast Euro nymph with a tail. Sounds good. Is that on a jig head or is that on a regular fly hook? Mermaid riding the sharks? It's been pretty slow. We got a couple bites, but my goodness. I'm gonna pull it up for one fish. Come on, let's get some more bites. Let's get a few more bites on there. Maybe I'll go up the bay a little bit. I'm just lazy. I don't want to be way up the bay and then have to run an hour and a half to get home. I'd rather, right here is only like 30 minutes from the dock, maybe 40 minutes less. Oh, there's a good bite. It's got a good bite on the wire over here. See it? See it pulling back? Oh, look at the bucket. That wire out there is what you're looking at. Must have hit one of the top lines because it's really, see how it's pulling back like that? There's one up high on the wire. We got one high up. We got one. We got one. Let's go pull it in. Fling the fish right at you. Played this game before. Oh, got one on the top hook over here. They're coming in. That's wild over here. Wow. On the top hook. Sensory overload. Got fish on those. Only one of them is in the box. Good one. That's what we're looking for now. Yeah, now we're talking. Got this silver on top of it, we're about to hit the bottom. I was already on sensory overload now. Badness. Fish crashed down. These are nice ones, these are the ones we want here. These are 5 pounds. Come up still. Oh, that's not. GoPro with water levels so you can see the purple. Fish here. That's a nice fish. This is the one we want. 5 plus. That's basically $30 for this one. I need it back. Right on top. Just keep scaling yourself. No, Dungeness. No, just scale. That one last one, nice big one, man. Like a 7 pounder. Ah, big one! Love it. Yes. Don't you dare fall off of the boat. No falling. Okie dokie, let's do that again, huh? That was nice. Hi, Reba Reba. Woo-wee. that if you want to taste on the first thing. Try not to drop. All these beers have just been waiting for me to clean these skins. They're waiting for you. Love the eggs the most. And there's a lot of people fishing and they didn't sell a lot. They won't even eat. All they eat is the eggs. You gotta believe those people are going to buy it. It's spoiled. Right now they're not spoiled. Everybody here is when we got the last fight. We're not missing points. We're not the end of the island. They got the tiny little herring. They have long herring. Really, they ain't taking a food. Almost dead. You can jam it in your mouth when you eat that stuff. Gracious breath. Silver salmon. That's shiny, huh? Subscribe to GLACIER SHARK. Like and subscribe. Join membership. Get into the box of the head. Hey, E. Good to see you, E. Darn, we didn't get a bite on that pass. We're doing okay. Doing fine. Let's make some ramen noodles. Finally got a lighter that works properly to start my stove. Darn, we really didn't get the bite that time. Rub two sticks together. No, I got a new lighter now. I'm home. I got my fiance and mother-in-law have been cleaning the house. They found like a whole pile of lighters. There's like 5 lighters. Put them all in one spot. Scotty! They start tuna trolling yet or what? Are we tuna fishing? Got a couple nice fish there on our second pass over this point. And our third pass didn't get nothing. Let's try again. Couple nice fish. We lost one too. Oh, they got one on the sport boat. I got a long day to work here. A lot of work left to do if we want to stay out here. Wish we could get them a little bit steadier. They're just filtering in, just a few fish filtering in all the time. I was thinking, is there any way I could like steal a little bit of salmon off these fish so I could put some meat in this soup? Figure maybe some eggs. I could put some salmon eggs in there. I don't have a fish handy. That last batch was all males anyway. I'm really pretty excited for the announcement tomorrow. There's going to be an announcement. Tell us if and how long they're going to close coho season for, and how many king salmon the boats will get. I got a permit to catch kings. They made it so you had to pre-register, like before the 1st of August, you had to get your paperwork in. Like people who want to go catch, I bet there'll be some tickets issued this year because people think they can go king salmon fishing. You gotta have some super special permit this year. You don't have to pay for it, you just have to put in the paperwork. Never had to do that before. Oh, that was dumb. That kind of acted like we were going to catch the fish here. And then when I first pulled in, we got a bite. And then got a bite when we turned around. Got some good bites. And now nothing. Fake run. Can't go wrong with Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I want some tacos. We won't have to worry about the fleet coming up here to jump on all these fish. There's hardly anything here. Come on. Nothing. Well, there's something. It's not much. It was definitely better out on the ocean. But that sucks. My goodness, I spilled my ramen noodles. Tried to put the soup pot on top of the ramen noodle thing, and then the little wave made the whole deal roll over. I still had the noodles, but all the broth, most of it spilled out, and then what was left in the bottom is hot. Woo. Woo. I know, it's tough. Not a very good host today. A little bit bummed out we don't have more fish. But that's how it goes. We're getting some. Good sign. And we're scouting around. Should have stayed on the ocean in hindsight. Should just be out on the ocean. It wasn't that bad out there. I guess we have to go back out there tomorrow. Go back tomorrow. Skinny. Yeah. There floats John P., my brother from Portugal. What's up? Oh, we just had a bite. Getting a bite now. There they are. Come on, bite that thing. Look at him hit it. See him bouncing on it? Yeah, they're not hitting it right now. There he is. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, please, Lord, send us some fish. There's a little bite on the float, I think. Yeah, we're getting some. Just kind of slowly rolling them in. It's not too bad. I just could use $1,000 a day right now. I guess I'll take 200. Whatever I can get, I'll take it. We are winning. Not going backwards. Hold on, I got the phone popped out of the holder. Remember when we caught the rock and cross town? That is not winning. We're winning today, definitely. Oh yeah, no, we're making money. It's not very much. I'm still eating lunch. My ramen noodles is a failure. I'm gonna convert to. I see a thing of Vienna sausages. I'm gonna eat that next. We'll have this. Thank God for Vienna sausages. It's a good meal. It seems gross if you think too much about it, but if you're hungry, they're very good. You just have to be hungry enough. Get ready, you guys. They're biting now. Getting a pretty good rattle on the starboard main there. Be young, hello, be young. Be young. I got it. I get it. They are. We're getting a bite. We got 4 lines out. The planers are our outside lines. The far back gears on the planers. We got some fish biting on here now. Maybe there'll be some more up here further up the bay. We're getting them now. Not too unhappy about that. Let's see what we can do here. You guys see the herring that they're eating? So that last one spit out on me. Well, the afternoon westerly's coming up. Get that little westerly blowing. It's a miracle those Lunds ever survive out here, you know? Those guys are all out on the ocean. It's starting to blow westerly like 10, 15 knots. That's the equivalent of it blowing like 20, 30 knots in this boat. It's just unbelievable that they even go out there. I wouldn't. See them coming back in here now, running away from it. What's up, Face? Thanks for coming by. We're just fishing. It's pretty slow right now. Check back in another couple weeks. It'll be fast action, God willing. Right now, it's pecking away at them. Pretty slow. Thinking about making one more pass on this point and then going in. Not fishing all night like this. Tomorrow we'll go back out to the ocean early. Be on the ocean early. Stay out there. Unless it starts blowing really hard westerly, then I'll come in. I don't like the westerly. Liver and onions. Ah! See you later, face. Thank you. Nobody eat the liver and onions like Bouncer. That's awful. That's awful, Bouncer. John Larasta, 4528. The boat's fine. Little westerly puffing up here. What time of year do I fish halibut? No, I'm done. I have a quota. We have, I don't know how to explain it. It's pretty complicated. You have to buy your quota. It's like the red snapper down there. You gotta have a lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars just to own like 1,000 pounds of quota. So I own a little bit, and I already fished it. Done. Next year, probably in the spring again. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on the price. I thought I needed to catch it fast before the price went down, and the price did nothing but go up this year. It's higher now than it was in the spring by a lot. Well, I don't know, 20%. Susie! Yeah, look, getting a little breezy now. Every day it's nice. You can't win for losing. You know, it gets nice and everything warms up and it sucks the air off the ocean and you get this 10, 15, even 20, 25 knot wind just comes up in the afternoon. It's happening now. I know, John. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to go in early. It'll be interesting to see if the any of the other hand trollers are out. That means they're fishing somewhere else. Sometimes it's good back up in the bay this time of year. All the way back, you know, another, I don't know, 10 miles up the bay from here. The floats, everything's at 15 fathoms, about 90 feet. I was fishing 20 fathoms this morning. There was fish out in the ocean 20 fathoms. Hello, Tabaka Nature. Yeah, that's the nice thing about the quota is you can fish it whenever you want. There's no derby. There's no, okay, everybody has to catch 5,000 pounds in 2 days. It's like, just go fishing. Go fishing when it's the right time. Or when you need money or whatever. I haven't got no bluegill yet. Not for a while. Yeah, everybody's happy with the black cod now. The price came up a little bit. There's tons of fish. Those guys are sitting pretty. They were hating life when price was a little bit less. They weren't happy about that. Shannon, it's about $20 a share right now where I am. It's about $55 a share down by Juneau, or even more. I don't know what it is to catch a can. It's more down there. It's a pound. The year you buy it, a share is equal to a pound, but the next year the government cuts it and it's less. That's been the theme for the last 20 years or something. People are sick of it. They want to get out. It's selling out. I don't even know. I've been paying $20, $25 a share for the last 3 years. I've been buying it. Low battery, it says. John P. What a goofball. If you bought some, would I fish it? No, I don't want to fish your quota. You got to come up here and fish it yourself. You got to be on the boat, Shannon. That's the catch. And then people will buy it, right? They'll buy the 3A quota and then they come fish with what's called charter IFQ. And the charter IFQ people will catch your fish for you while you hang out in the stateroom on their boat. But they want 70% of the fish, or they want 30% of the fish, something like that. Yeah, maybe you have to buy bait too, I don't know. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry about that. I must have pushed the wrong button. I done pushed the wrong button. What's that? Is there a whale in here? Or is that the spray off the front of that boat slapping back down in the water? One of the two. Yeah, we gotta go back out on the ocean tomorrow. This ain't worth it in here. Gotta get back out on the ocean. So boats coming off the ocean and start laying up in here. There's nothing else to do but fish this spot for polo. Not on the ocean, you gotta be right here. These boats are like goaltending on this corner. They're just circling around in an area the size of a baseball diamond. Circling around. I'm going to go right through it. We can circle somewhere else. Can't get in here. Oh, bee-driven equipment! What's up? We're about ready to call it an early day. Fishing died off, the wind came up. Charter boats are all swarming this tiny little spot with hardly any fish. They can have it. When are they gonna tuna fish? They got tuna fish tomorrow? What's going on with them? Where's Fish Tough? Did he get the tuna? This is nothing. There's 4 of us in here. When the fish start running in here, it'll be like, oh man, I don't even know. 20, 30 boats, all sport boats, maybe 5 or 6 commercial boats. Give it another few weeks. Give it 3 weeks. Place will be packed. Sounds like the bee, right? The mighty bee. Then you got this other charter boat. I think he's anchored up over here. That's helpful. Blowing us in. I've had about enough of this wind. And weak. The weak bite. Very weak. Gonna do something else. Mama Cookie! Hello! Maybe the westerly will blow some into us. For tomorrow, it's supposed to be nice all week. Well, we got lots of ice. Just gotta poke around some ice, put some more ice on top of our fish, and then go home. I got up super early this morning. We'll get up super early again tomorrow morning. We'll go home, go to bed early, get up super early, go back out on the ocean. It was better out there. If we don't do good on the ocean tomorrow, we'll go way up the bay and set our crab trap. Set our crab trap and try trolling up the bay. You know, I bought dog food at the store here the other day. The dog food used to be, it was 30 pounds. A 30-pound bag of dog food used to be 48 bucks, and then it was 54 bucks, and then about a year ago it went to $75. Then they decided it should be 85 bucks, and I left for the, no, it was 90 bucks before I left 2 months ago. When I got home, I went and bought a bag of dog food, 32 pounds of Purina 1, and it was $108 here. $108! So that's it. They lost my business. Ordering it on Amazon, it's 54 bucks on Amazon. Delivered. They're ripping us off here. I wonder if they got the price for a 50-pound bag on their 30-pound bag. That's not even close to being right. Gary, we're not setting a crab trap today. It's too far up the bay. I'm talking like 15 miles from here. I'm done with this. I'm just finishing out this drag. We're pretty much done with it. And we're gonna roll them up. We're gonna go in, go home. Victor! No! They quit the ferry. Got no ferry anymore. I think the year before last it came once, and now none, nothing. No more ferry. Now you want to bring something in, you got to pay AML, and they charge a fortune. I just shipped a trailer. I got one of those 30-foot flats, and a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Then it was $7,800 from Juneau. It's not even the westerly. That's irritating, but there's no fish biting. We're out of here. I'm not going to troll around all day burning fuel to catch like 2 fish at a time. We were getting some on the ocean. We got some right on the bar when we came in, right on the other side of the bar. We got some nice fish. And then we came up here and got a couple bites, and after that, it just went dead. The westerly came up. 40 pounds for 38 bucks. Well, I can get it shipped to Alaska for 30 pounds, 32 pounds or whatever it is for $46. But I'm never gonna pay $108 for it again if I can get it for $46. I don't know where they're coming up with that. That's unbelievable. That's way too much. I think they just keep raising the price of the dog food. They're like, oh, well, people keep buying it. Raise it up some more. That's it. I'm not buying it for $108. They can go pound sand. It's crazy. Yeah, lamb flavor. That's what I feed. 3 to 1. Wilson likes it. Here we go! We're gonna pick them up! I've had enough of this. Pretty breezy out there. I better tighten my hat up, blow my hat off. Take a notch up on the hat. That's some wind right now. Giant plan to grab tomorrow. Now we're gonna go out on the ocean while it's nice. Unless the ocean's a failure tomorrow, we'll probably go back out on the ocean again the next day. It might be closed the next day. They're gonna probably close it. They always close it first week in August. Unless there's an exceptional abundance of cohos, it'll be closed. Probably for 3 days. And maybe 4 days. And then, I don't know, maybe they'll close it for a week. They might not close it. The announcement's tomorrow. Whenever they're done with the closure, they'll open king salmon. So if they close it, or if there's no fish on the ocean, after tomorrow we'll go up the bay. And weekend subsistence fish for king salmon. I need some too. That'd be a good way to scout for the salmon opener. And a lot of times the coho salmon, there's a good run of them that hits up the bay. I remember last time I was here in the summer, I went up there and I was getting, one day I got like 120 or 130, maybe 2 days. And then it was like less and less. But the fish, you know, when they stopped biting up there, I got them, you know, closer to the mouth. What kind of food did you switch to, B? Yeah, $108 for 30 pounds of dog food, you think? If that was all you could do, then that's what it is. But I can order it on Amazon for 45 bucks. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We get the announcement tomorrow. Let's go pick that gear up. We've had enough of this foolishness. Enough! We've had enough. Here we go. Here we go. Pick them up. You guys see? Sorry, it looks like it's... there we go. definitely boats charging out to get out here now. $12K by next month. What the heck, man? I'm not making $12K by next month, maybe. I'm not counting on it. I guess that is the goal. Sounds outrageous, but I'm with you, B. I need 200,000 by next month. What I don't want is our week run here, week go here, we only get 6,000 or 8,000 out of the whole deal. I don't know that. put me on the street aisle. Ooh, cool. Four more. Get the 4 at a time. Yeah. That beats catching them 1 at a time. We're getting them 1 at a time when our bonding was broken. It's nice. It's nice on top. Not sinking into my slush. Since I'm going to hold for a couple days, I'm not trying to add water because I don't have enough ice on the side to be adding a bunch of water. So, I'm going to throw some ice on top of them. Pretty soon they'll sink into the ice. Give it a little bit of time to sink in there. I got ice in the center hole here. Move over! Properly lined up here. Let's see what we got. That's a day's work there. Pretty slow, but we got some. We got some. We gotta get ice on it. Alright, sit in the ice. It's gonna be slush, but it's not there yet. So let's go into this box. Oh, exactly. Now this box is slushy. Look at all that one. What? Probably have to run aground. Probably have to hit the roof, maybe. Coming up fast. Don't hit the bottom. That's okay. On a good line. I'm on a perfectly good line there. Observe. Oh my goodness! Drain that old slush water out of there. I don't know why it's looking brown. think I had any fish in. Oh, I did have fish in it. Sure did have fish. One time I had fish on it. Just a few. I remember. It's all coming back to me. Rather have the weight for the ballast. I want ballast. I don't want my ice. I don't want sticky ice. That's brown sticky ice. We want clean white ice. But you guys are going to remind me not to hit the reef. Get close. Close. Yeah. Thank you for the fiber, rubies. Guys get plugged in. Plug it right in there. Yeah, we're back. Got it. Oh, I have to pull my stabilizers still. Pull the stabilizers. I think part of it, Shannon, is I've been going to YouTube lives, a lot of the lives. I think some of my subscribers know me from the other fishing channels, and so they come across with some of their people. Let's just go ahead and pull in the stabilizers. You know what? This water's pretty warm, actually. As warm as I've ever felt it. I feel like it's in the 60s. Real warm water. Unusually warm. Feel it on the stabilizer line. It feels like room temperature. Yeah, I know it's not 70. Feels like 65 though. No wonder everybody's swimming in the ocean right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. YouTube just likes some stuff and doesn't like others. There's people who never go on and then they open the channel and all of a sudden they got 150,000 people. Watching the black cod boat. Watching the guy with the black cod boat and he's got 200 people in the chat all day long. There's a guy with a gill net who's got 600 people in the chat all day long. Forty-eight people in this chat. Thank you very much for thumbs up. Thank you for like. Thank you for subscribe. Blessings from Alaska. I gotta take my earplugs out. It's a little loud, but not too bad. Got it! Yeah, I think I'd rather be a small channel and keep everything PG than have 1 million subscribers. Try and set a good example for the kids. Probably not doing a very good job of it, but Well, we had a more popular stream today with the fishing, that's for sure. God bless America! Rodney's here. Yeah, thanks for your support, Rodney. We're just chilling in Yakutat now, running back to the dock. And they call that the village. There's a couple rental boats from the Leonard's Landing rents those little Lunds out. That's what I was talking about. Those guys are crazy. They are absolutely crazy. They'll go out in some pretty big waves. Some of them got killed a few years ago. They were out in a gale and they got swamped and drowned. Not all of them drowned, but a couple of them did. Doesn't stop them, they still keep coming. That's about all we got. That's all we got on the waterfront. Right there, and then the harbor. I guess, I don't know. That's the village anyway. Yeah, it wasn't too bad today, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a couple, 250, 200 bucks at least. Back by 4. Got a little scouting done. I've seen it worse. Definitely seen worse. I'm curious what's up the bay. There might be something good up the bay. Might not be. I'd rather just keep, it's good enough. You know, if I focus on the ocean, I think maybe if we could bring it up to 300, 350 a day, that would be great. And it'll only get more. It might have been better out there yesterday and the day before, and then today not so good. Tomorrow might be really good. Usually it starts happening about this time of year. I definitely saw some good feed out in 50 fathoms. There was a bunch of feed on the bottom. This morning running out, there was a bunch of feed on this side of the bar. Yeah. Crabs. Well, we got crabs in here, but they're highly restricted Dungeness crab, closed 9 ways to Sunday in Yakutat. Tons of them. Not leaving my trap out there. I'm gonna go set it somewhere where there's tanner crabs. I've never caught a tanner crab here, but we're gonna see if we can catch some. I heard they're here. Bright and sunny, hot and dusty, they call it. Yeah, Leo the troller, he's got some wild ideas. He said he wanted to go across the bay and try fishing in front of the river across the bay. A little early for that. Yeah, you're helping a lot, B. Thanks. Well, I gotta remember to put my poles up. I'm gonna put them up right now. Not to be trusted. We can't trust Wilson out there. Too much fish hearts and stuff. He'll eat them and then puke it up. Or worse. Over the guts, yeah, the dog. He does. The grosser they are, it doesn't even bother him. He'll eat one that's green and black and been there for 2 weeks. We can dig it up, he'll eat it. And then he'll wait till I feed him a nice chunk of food, and then he'll puke up all the food with the guts right in the house. He doesn't get any, he doesn't puke. It's fine. If he eats just a tiny bit, he seems to be okay, but he can eat. My boat, it kind of lingers in the corner. There's certain spots in my boat where it stays. I wish that the design was a little bit different. Probably a way to make it better. Yeah, it's so hot. My goodness. This next storm will bring the fish. It'll cool everything off, and it'll put a lot of fresh water in the river, and then that'll draw the cohos in. They wait for that water temperature to drop, and the sun cycle or the moon cycle. Pretty soon there'll be a bunch of them around here. Bright and sunny. We're quitting super early. Some hunting season opens September 1st. We can go hunt rabbits, and hell, we could go get a moose if we get to the other side of the bay. Moose season opens on the other side, but it's almost impossible to access it. I haven't noticed nothing on my channel has done anything compared to the live stream. The live streams just blows up my channel. I think it's because of the fishing boat, you know. The salmon flying through the air and the mountains in the background. I know it's not me. Maybe the Bible, you know, people like the Bible. Yeah, the snowshoe rabbit. That's what I'm talking about. No, not really. It's the boat. It's the fish. Not real popular. Way more popular on YouTube than in real life. More people. More people looking around for something to watch. I'm in Alaska. I thought when I started the channel it might be because you see the channels that anything they do, it just absolutely goes viral. I thought, well, it's a no-brainer. I'm in Yakutat, and I started the channel and nothing happened. Like 5 people would watch the video. 5, 3. Just over the years, I got more and more subscribers. I think it's sort of a snowball effect, you know. Start off small and then you still keep some of the old viewers, and if people watch, then the algorithm, you know, makes more people see it, and a little bit of experience to find out, you know, what it is that people are looking for, and I'm willing to show them. For sure, B. Yeah, I've been in some gnarly conditions. Done a lot of praying that the boat will just hold together. The engine to keep on going, you know. So far it has, thank God. Y'all haven't seen that yet. Hopefully you don't. But it could get rough fast out here. That's coming. The rough season is fall and winter. This boat does a lot better than my old boat in the rough seas. I wonder what Holly made for dinner. Bet they got something at home. We're back at the old harbor. The big putt, Leo, and big putt is in harbor. I don't know where Steve Dice, he might have trailered his boat out. There's another troller, the other main troller, he's got a skiff, but he fishes all the time. He took a job seining, he's down seining out of Huna. So he won't be out. Most people will wait till the end of the month before they start fishing. It's not that good. The price, in years past, the price hasn't been good enough to go out, so people get in a habit of not going. The price is a little better this year, but people are still in the habit of not going. Some of the trollers, they have summer work, working for the lodge, charter captain. So they don't fish till September. Some of the other ones are retired, or one guy's boat's been broken down all year. We just got the parts in. Yeah, Wilson will be ready to hit the dock for sure. Casey's boat's not in, that'll make it easier for me to dock. The boats that guard my spot aren't here. That one charter boat's out there where we finished the day, and then, I don't know, Casey must have pulled his boat out. Not sticking off the end over here.
We made it back into Yucatan.
Get out of there, Wilson. No. Hey. No. Come on, unload. Unload. Let's see the people. Yeah.
Well, here comes Les. Watch out. I'm gonna check out. See you guys later.